Okay, so this is Sneeko updates to Kason celebrating. Okay, I'll watch the original clip and then I'll look at Kason's response, okay? So Kason is an Iranian streamer, and I'll keep this open. He's an Iranian streamer who made a statement about, obviously, Iran. And so Iranians around the world are celebrating. Non-Iranians who don't know shit about Iran are protesting. There it is again. And so good riddance, free Iran. And based on the comments, I'm a hypocrite for speaking on Iran as an Iranian with a family in Iran, that a dictator, tyrant leader is now dead that killed hundreds of thousands of innocent Iranians, and that we all wanted peace and freedom, logging off. Exactly. You have absolute terrorist supporters. Free Iran. Fuck the tyrant regime. This is about freedom. There it is. So this is fucking based, by the way. Absolutely fucking based. And these people are sad that their terrorist leader is dead. Well, let me go back. I'll watch this and see what's being said.
So FaZe Kason said, good riddance, free Iran.
Yes.
Respectfully, you don't understand shit about this. You are fully brainwashed if you think this is good for Iran. Dark times are coming ahead. So you support genocide? How is this not good for Iran?
This guy systematically kills 30,000 of his own people. This guy gets killed. This random Twitter account says, no, that's bad.
Like, this is so stupid. When people say, the Twitter's like, you say, hey, don't eat apples. And they're like, what, so you just want to shove a banana in your ass? It's like, that's not what I said. Do you know who that man is and what he did to Iran, what he did to innocents?
Yes.
Yeah, Kason.
What did he do?
Kason. If you don't see the bigger picture going on, obviously he's not perfect.
True. So true. I completely agree. He's not perfect. Absolutely.
But saying this is a stupid is, you know, like you could say that about any politician right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like people who get killed when they're in charge, especially in a time of war like this, right? Like, yeah, he's not a perfect leader, but what is the bigger picture going on? Why are they attacking Iran?
Because Iran's making nuclear weapons, and they told the envoy from America that they have enough uranium to make 11 nuclear weapons, and they've been funding terrorist organizations that have killed Americans all over the fucking region for the last 30 years. And they chant death to America. That would be, I mean, I think that's kind of reasonable. Okay.
Are you that stupid to think that they tried to kill Khamenei, and if he is really dead, this is true, that this is about the protesters or the innocent Iranians, you stupid idiot?
It's a benefit. It's definitely a benefit. And I think that if the Iranians were not as openly protesting and as angry at the regime as they are, I think that Trump might not have actually done this. There's a good chance he might not have done this. I think the Iranian people being angry and raiding and asking for regime change out there in the streets, like think about how bad your country has to be that you are getting bombed by a foreign power, and you have people out there in the streets celebrating, cheering, while they're watching the smoke go up from their leader being killed. Think about how bad that has to be.
This is about greater Israel and getting rid of their last threat in the Middle East. Finishing the job that they've been doing for the past 30 years. Destabilizing Libya, Yemen, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, every surrounding nation with missiles pointed, with their targets pointing right at Israel.
Even if all of this is true, it has nothing to do with Iran's strategic risk to America. This has nothing to do with it. Whether this is in Israel's benefit or not doesn't have anything to do whether it's in America's benefit.
Iran's the last one. They're the last one. What does Trump keep repeating? And we'll watch the speech in a second. He says, Iran should not have a nuclear weapon. And then Israel has nukes. Israel has the Samson option. They have the option, Israel right now, this is part of their doctrine, where they say if anti-Semitism gets too strong, they can bomb the whole world.
Don't tell me. Do you really have a Samson option? Do you really have a Samson option fucking button on your soundboard?
What Israel's belief is. Iran is the only real threat there. Mm-hmm. And so many Iranians like Kason, this idiot, believes that it's about, oh no, free Iran. Marco Rubio is saying that.
Yeah, I think that, saying that, the thing is that saying that it's in Israel's best interest isn't an argument against it.
Rubio is saying, free the people of Iran. What does Mark Rubio, this Cuban-American guy, give a fuck about Iran?
Well, because he's the Secretary of State and he has to deal with it if they cause problems. Like, obviously. Marco Rubio 10 years ago was talking about Iran.
Pete Hegseth faking bench pressing the Secretary of War. What does he care about the free people of Iran?
Because it takes, well, what do you mean? Why would the Secretary of War care about this? It's simple. Because if the country is not trying to kill the people in his military, it makes his job easier, right? Like, if you can neutralize a foreign military that's causing you problems, then, yeah, obviously that's a benefit. Like, yeah, duh, of course. I don't know why, like, yeah, that's his job. Like, wouldn't you want to neutralize a military that has said that they want to destroy the country? Like, you're put in charge of the Department of War, and you're not going to try to get rid of the country that says death to the country that you're part of? Like, I don't even understand this logic at all. Like, obviously that's the case.
People in America aren't free. And then now they care.
Of course they're free. People in America are absolutely free. This is the type of, again, this is the type of slop commentary that I see constantly. People in America aren't free. If you are trying to draw any sort of a parallel between the freedom, opportunity, and possibilities of what somebody can be in their life versus an Iranian and an American, you are being so delusional, I do not even know what to say. Like, these are people who, they get beaten for not wearing a headscarf. They can't play music in public, as far as I know. There's all kinds of crazy risks and fucking, they have a curfew. Like, it's insane. Like, how can you even possibly compare these two things as if there's any sort of equivalence at all? It's absolutely, like, you have them literally, they're firing guns right now at people that are just speaking out their window. They're shooting up at apartment buildings, residential apartment buildings, for people yelling anti-regime slogans. This is nothing even remotely close to America. It's not even in the same universe.
About the sovereignty of Iranian citizens? Wake up, dum-dum. Free Iran! So easy to brainwash these people.
The only argument that Sneeko made in this is that it's in the best interest of Israel, which means that it's wrong. Like, that's the only actual argument that he's made in this entire video. There's no real, like, discussion beyond that. It's just Israel is bad, and because Israel is bad, then going after Iran is bad. I think that's very reductive. I don't know why that would happen. So Kason responded to this. He said, "Who are you to say what's best for Iran? Insulting me and calling me a stupid..." Oh! Here we go. It's another one. Well, let me finish this and then we'll look at the bombs. Calling me a stupid idiot who's speaking out for his country and family who's been suffering in Iran for decades, and you make it about Israel? All Iranians wanted was peace and freedom, suffered for decades. The people of Iran are celebrating right now in Iran for a reason. What the fuck would you know about living there or what's best for Iranians? I've lost family in Iran to this tyrant regime, but you wouldn't understand, Sneeko. I'm not even going to insult you or go back and forth. By the way, I'm Iranian and I chose to speak up. Yes, exactly. I am so glad to see this. These are the same people saying it to Venezuelans as well. Yes, okay. Is there another one? Let me go back. I'll double check. Kason talked about it on his stream. Let me take a look at this and see it. Give me 1 second. Let me check this real quick before I get into this. Are there more bombs? Yeah, oh, here it is. It's one alert. Oh, this is a pretty small one. Okay, I'll just keep watching it. Oops, wrong one.
Are worshiping a on. Let me explain to you what I've noticed about the internet and just everyone in general that have been against Iran, the Free Iran movement. I just want to say something to you guys. Okay? All of you who are against this movement are worshiping essentially and defending a devil. A man who not only was murdering women every single day for not covering their faces and their heads. You guys know that, right?
He's a nutball.
You guys know that, right? This man would murder and kill women who would not cover their faces and their heads. Just one more time, this man would murder women who, if they left their house, had to cover their face, and their heads, or they would be killed. You guys are defending.
He's not perfect,
You guys are defending this person.
He's not perfect.
And
Nobody's
you guys make it about America and Israel. Brother, if
Yeah.
New Zealand went and freed Iran, we would all be praising New Zealand.
Exactly.
If Finland went and freed Iran, we would all say,
Yes.
God bless you, Finland. But you guys are making this about Israel and America when all Iranians wanted was to be freed by this fucking lunatic maniac who would murder people for no reason. You guys do understand that, right? This, if you're Iranian, this has nothing to do with Israel and America. This has nothing to do, it just has everything to do with a fucking country that fell apart and became a...
See, this is the difference when moral posturing and virtue signaling is oppositional to virtue. This is what happens.
Demonic
Is you end up on the side of somebody who systematically kills their own people.
government who would murder innocent people. There was 30,000 people, 20,000, 40,000, however much, who were protesting against this man. And he killed them. And
We have Jay the Bard in chat. My uncle found out that a family friend in Iran who was 66 years old, who was just taking care of his mother, was shot in the head for going out past curfew. Yeah, that's what you're defending. That's what you're trying to say, oh no, it's Israel, 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 Israel.
you know what he did?
Jesus
I couldn't even
Christ,
talk
I'm
to my
sorry,
family
Jay.
in Iran because he shut out the fucking internet
Exactly, yeah.
and the phone lines. You couldn't even speak. I couldn't even speak to my family.
Yep.
I couldn't even speak to my family. This man was killing people and we can't even talk. We can't even
They want to call you brainwashed. It's like laggy.
religion. Nothing. Brother, this is literally bigger than just religion. This is a man, a sick fucking government who destroyed an incredible country.
They did.
And you guys sit there behind your keyboards and your phones and keep believing what all these fucking people are saying about whatever the Iranians right now are celebrating. Sure, maybe 10% of them fucking worship this fucking devil.
Yeah, sure,
Majority
some
of Iran are celebrating this fucking man's death for a reason. And you guys are making it about Israel and America, how... Yo, bro, do you guys understand what Iran... You guys didn't even live there. You don't know. I have family there. I hear stories. I've been to Iran before. You guys don't even know. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Everyone just sits there and talks about whatever the thing they talk about and push some agenda.
Jesus Christ.
They're just pushing
This
an
is
agenda,
good.
bro.
This is really good.
They're pushing an agenda.
Holy shit.
That's all it is. It's
Thank
a
God.
propaganda. I don't even understand. I don't even understand why people do this.
I'll explain the reason why. The reason why is that there's a lot of people who have a reductive agenda that is anti-white, anti-Christian, anti-Western, and anti-capitalist. So anything that is against those forces, they support it categorically because it's like the enemy of my enemy. So even though these people might not necessarily support Iran ideologically, because if Iran is allied against a place that they don't like America or Israel, they will look past Iranians, like being killed in order to fulfill that goal. That's the reason why. That's it. Like Trump? Yeah, exactly. Like they hate Trump so much that they don't want to see Trump get a W. Even if Trump getting a W means that, a bunch of people aren't getting killed.
Missiles, the cruise missiles. I think that the U.S. and Israelis have been very effective in taking out the missile launchers and hunting down some of the mobile launchers. They still are able to get some of them off. But I think Israel has reported that that on Saturday 90 ballistic missiles were fired at it. Today, just 20. So it is going down, and I'm hearing from CENTCOM officials that in fact they're seeing fewer and fewer in these waves. But again, these drones are going to causing.
I mean, they're getting increasingly limp-dicked. It's pretty obvious.
A lot of damage.
Everybody can tell this.
They're the ones that have struck these hotels in Dubai and Bahrain and elsewhere, and they're going to be a problem for some time.
All right, thank you.
I bet they will be. Absolutely. You use this use case when Russia would consider joining Iran directly. Why would they do that? They can't even take over Ukraine. Like, that's really it. I mean, I don't know what we're even talking about here. Let's see if I can find the rest of these other posts, if there's anything that's new that's happened. But, oh my God, Israel boxed us into a war with Iran. Uh-oh, here we go.
Do you think Israel, forced the U.S.'s hand here, boxed the U.S. in on this?
Look, no one wants a nuclear war. No one wants a nuclear Israel, but we certainly don't want an endless war, plain and simple. What did I say?
Nuclear Israel.
You need to just bro, like, you gotta, like, I mean, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Oh, no.
No.
Let me say that again. No one wants an endless war, but we certainly don't want a nuclear Iran. That's for sure. Okay?
At what point does the lack of DHS funding become...
Okay, he said Israel instead of Iran. Like, it's hard to say, right, guys? And let's go back. I'll pick up a few more of these here. Israel and Iran. Uh-oh, here we go. At this point, you'll be hearing nothing but propaganda spewing out of every white man's mouth, no matter who they are.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. America and Israel attack Iran.
And Iran bombs Saudi Arabia.
And Iran's answer is to just attack everybody. Having been in a bar fight or two in my life, I'm pretty sure the worst thing you can do during a 2-on-1 beatdown is slap everyone else.
Yeah,
not every party
they spurred out.
He's getting punched. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, you!
Son of a bitch!
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
And they're mad that he's calling this shit out. Well, why is he blowing up everybody else? What even is this? And you get these people, again, remember what I said before about how these people, what they want to do is they want to create a racial and religious and ethnic coalition to oppose white people, Western values, and Christianity. I think this is exactly what I was saying, and you should be able to identify it. It's pretty obvious that's where it is right there. And see, that's it. They hate us. They do. They're actually racist, and you should point them out for exactly what they are.